Hello, hello, hi, gigpreneur. What is going on? Welcome, welcome. Happy, happy Wednesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Zimi, and I help folks with a job to start a new side gig online and use social media to grow it. If that is you, drop the word me in the comments, and I got you. And we'll talk and we'll see if it's a fit for you. And we'll take it from there. Maybe I can shine some light. Whether you're serious or curious, drop the word me in the comments. And we are live on all channels: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Let me know where you're tuning in from, what channel you are tuning in from. That would be kind of cool. I haven't done that before. And I am from Southern Cal, so if you want to let me know where you're tuning in from, that also would be cool. And yeah, let's get into it. Everybody knows this car. Everybody knows this car. But I don't know if everybody knows the history of this car becoming this car. So everybody knows a Rolls Royce. It's a car of royalty, right? E- Elegance, right? So it's the real deal. Now, most people may not know how this started. Well, Henry Royce was actually a really poor little boy. And as a boy, he wanted to make ends meet. He would deliver newspapers, carry things around, fix wires, stuff like that. Until one day he started to build his own car. And one day he actually got it to get to start, but it would break down. It made a lot of noise. It was clunky. It wasn't like the real deal. Well, he was obsessed with quality. And his thing was like, I'm not making a car for everybody. I'm making the perfect car. His motto was strive for perfection in everything. Take the best that exists and make it better. That's a pretty strong motto. Well, this got him to actually develop this car until one day, a guy by the name of Charles Rolls happens to meet him. He was a wealthy aristocrat and a very good race car driver. He gets into this car, he drives it, and he says, "This is the best car I've ever driven." And that's how Rolls Royce started. It was the poor engineer plus the rich dreamer. They got together and they built this car together. They built this brand to together, if you would. So, and then obviously we know that this car went on to becoming the royalty, the car for the royalty, and it's equal to just magnificence, perfection, right? I mean, it's just like flawless. And I think that is, you know, one thing I want to point out in his motto, which says, strive for perfection in everything. The thing is this: you have to look at his whole background, where he came from and how he started this thing. He did just that. However, he did not wait around until everything was perfect to get started. This is such a major point from this story. See, some people will take that and say, well, yeah, things are not perfect, so that I can't get started. Remember, when he built this car, at first it wouldn't even start. Then it started. It was clunky. It would break down. It would shut off. It would turn off while driving. It would make a lot of noise. He never waited for perfection to arrive. He went for perfection. He says, strive for perfection in everything you do. Take something that is amazing and great and make it even better. This is such a powerful story. I can't stress this enough, because how many of us, how many times have we waited and waited for perfection, just for everything to be just perfect, for the timing to be just perfect, so that I don't have kids going to school, I don't have kids in the background crying, I don't have a husband or a wife that needs my attention, I don't have a job, I don't have a life. Everything is just flawless, perfect, and then I can start doing something. That's not how Rolls Royce, the brand that you know, and let's just say most 99.9999% of you and I, we don't drive this car. We don't have this car in the lot. That's not, no. But yet we know the car. We know how amazing it is. We know how perfect it is, how beautiful it is, how expensive it is. But it started from being imperfect and just making it what? Better. Striving for perfection, striving for improvement. I want to stress that if you are starting, you better be starting at an imperfect point, because then you can strive for growth, for perfection, for getting better, for improvement, for an uplift, update, upgrade. If you start at perfect, first of all, you will never start, because there is no perfect starting point. So I would just have to stop the conversation there, because it won't make sense to talk about something that's not there, right? If you could start perfect, but you can't. So that's the end of that story. The moment you think everything is perfect, something else could be tweaked to improve. It's just reality. So there's no moment of perfection ever. So I would just stop the conversation there, because there is no such thing. So why talk about that? So I just want to point this out again. If you're at a point in your life where you're saying, oh, I wish this, let me tell you something, by the way. I can absolutely relate to that even right now. I can look you right in the eye, and I can absolutely appreciate those times and absolutely relate with you right this second, that I want this to be more here and this here and this here, so that it would be more perfect. I get it. But it just, the point is, you start imperfect so that you can strive for perfection. You can strive for improvement and growth. With that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. I'm live on all channels. I go back to all my platforms, read the comments, I respond back. So I do. And it's me. I do it myself. And if you're not following me, you can follow me on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads. Hashtag Sean Azimi, or you can go side gig Sean, and that's the easiest way to find me. And with that, if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, if you feel like this is worthy of, you know somebody who's got to hear this. They don't want to hear it from you. Tag them to this. Share. Don't be stingy with my lives. Thank you for all the loves. I appreciate it. And yeah, if just share away. And with that, I am Sean Azimi, and I help folks with a job to start an online side gig and use social media to grow it. Like I say every night, if you're starting a side gig, where else would you start it? At the corner? Where else would you start it? Online. And how else would you grow it? Social media. Let's go. Thank you for that gift. That was awesome. And with that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.